What's up guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we're going to be getting ready with me while I talk about my life and why I left York University, because I already said I was going to talk about that, but I haven't yet, so let's do that. Alright, I'm going to try to make this video short and sweet. However, I love yapping, and also I'm doing my morning makeup routine, so it's not going to be the shortest video I have on my YouTube channel. Anyway, I start my day off with using this because it keeps my hair back. It's not cute, but it will do. Anyway, I feel like I need to push this back a bit. There we go. Okay. I start off with using my Cetaphil moisturizer. Sometimes I don't use it. Most days I try to use it though, especially if I know like I'm gonna be walking somewhere or something. Anyway, why did I leave York University? I don't know if, okay, this just doesn't look cute. As many of you probably don't know, I went to York University. I was in their theater program last year, and within the first 2 days I actually knew I wanted to drop out. As crazy as it sounds, yeah, I knew within the first few days. Next, we're going to be using my concealer. This is my concealer. And it was because the commute was really bad, and then I think the class I did wasn't, one of the first classes I had wasn't enjoyable either. But really, I just kind of realized, like, the school wasn't for me. It wasn't so much the program, like, it was the program, like, the program wasn't for me. It was the theater, but it was, I wanted to do the acting. I wanted to do film acting, and it was more so production based for the first year. And then like in the second year you would get more focused, but it was also like stage acting, and that's not what I want to do. So sorry, my dog's in the background. I don't know if you can see him. He's like, I don't know, he's doing something weird. Yeah, it was more so theater focused than what's it called, film focused, and or just like acting focused. So next I have to use this blush because my other blush I dropped on the ground and it shattered into a million pieces. So we have to try and make this work. I don't really like it though, but we have to make it work. Anyway, so see, like, what, the people there, not necessarily my program, but like just like at going to York in general, were the most friendly. I kind of like, it just like had a very, like the school had a very unwelcoming environment that I didn't necessarily enjoy. However, I also like, I made friends while I was in the program, but I couldn't see myself like staying with those friends. And also like, they still follow me, these people that I'm talking about, so I don't want to like say like rude stuff. I met some really nice people, but then I met these two girls and I just like felt like they just weren't nice to me. Sorry if you're watching this, but that's how I felt. Like I just didn't like so yeah, the people, I met some really nice people, but I couldn't like see myself staying friends with them in the future. Like we got along, but like at the same time, I don't know. Sorry, I think I just cut the video there because I got into something that I don't want to have publicized. Yeah, the program was like not bad. I think it was like the things surrounding the program, like the people, the environment, the school itself. There was a lot of like protests and stuff that would happen at the school. I never knew what these protests were for, but they were a thing, and like York University like almost silenced, or from my understanding, they silenced the students' voices. But yeah, I did have a couple of really good classes. I had a production class which was really fun. I got to learn how to build a flat, and I got to learn how to hang a light, and I built a tote bag. I don't have the tote bag because I never picked it up, but I did get to do that. And if I continued, I would have got to build a t-shirt and paint the flat that I made. And then obviously I had my acting class. However, I like to pretend that I liked that acting class. Listen, it was good, but every time I think of it, I remember not wanting to be there. Which, you know, that's not good, especially because I'm like, that's what I want to do, but I don't like this acting class. And now that I'm going to George Brown, I got in, guys. I got into George Brown. Now that I'm going there, I had an acting class the other day, and I'm like, yeah, this is what I want. I don't know what was up with the York University acting class, but it just like was not it. I don't know if it was the environment or if I just like genuinely wasn't enjoying myself at the school, but it was not it. What other classes did I have? I had a like history of acting or of theater course. That course sucked. It was terrible. There was like I don't know what it was called, but it was like meeting people, networking, and getting to know your school, but also like, you know, learning the future paths of what you can do with this thing. And it was every Wednesday. I think I went to 3 of those classes and I skipped the other ones. Yeah, I skipped a lot of York University classes because it just like wasn't enjoyable. Anyway, next we're gonna do lip balm, and then after, oh, he's leaving me. Sorry, my dog left me. We put on lip balm, and then it depends on the day that I do this. Some days I will put lip liner around my lip, and just to like, cause my lips are really pale. Other, like, I'll do lip liner and then this lip gloss. Other days I just won't do anything. I think today I'm feeling just the lip gloss. But yeah. Also, the commute was really bad. I was coming from the east end of Toronto all the way to Vaughan, and it just was like not it. What else? Why else did I leave the school? I remember like just not enjoying myself. I genuinely did not enjoy myself. I knew within the first week that this program wasn't for me. I did, however, as you guys know, I did do the full year, but in the second semester, I dropped all my courses but 2. Now that I think of it, I should have just dropped all of them but 1, but I think I was scared that the school was going to kick me out if they noticed I was only a part-time student or something like that. So I kept 2. Oddly enough, I kept the acting class and the class that I hated the most. So I'm gonna curl my lashes. But yeah. I'm getting ready to go swimming. I try once a week to go swimming just because ever since I did my triathlon, I really enjoy it. And it's a really fun way to be active, but it's also like low resistance. So we're getting ready to go that. And as I get ready, I'm putting my makeup stuff in this bag because I bring my makeup with me to put on after I go swimming. You're probably watching this going, why are you putting on makeup before you go swimming? But I walk there and I prefer not to look like I just woke up. If you know me, you know that doesn't matter what I'm doing, I like to have some sort of makeup going on just to make myself feel better about myself, I guess. Highlighter. This is actually a discontinued highlighter from Kat Von D, but I love it so much. However, I used this one, and I don't know if you can see, but I did break it. I dropped it. I did actually, like, last year, because I got this, I want to say like 3 years ago. Last year, I was at Winners, and I found it in the makeup section at Winners, and you know I had to grab it because I love this highlighter with my life. And I'm like, I'm already thinking about what happens when I like finish, whatever it's called, palette it or whatever. So I'm like, I gotta have it. Anyway, so yeah, I bring makeup to the pool along with my other stuff. Some days if I'm doing my makeup, I will put on mascara, but obviously given that I'm going to a pool, I'm not gonna put on mascara. And I typically only put on mascara when I'm like going to work, or if I just like feel like I need that extra boost of confidence, I'll put on mascara. Typically I don't, but if I'm going somewhere nice or I need that extra bit of confidence, I will put mascara on just to like give that little oomph. But typically I just put on my lashes. What else? Oh, and then powder. This is my favorite powder ever. As you can see, it has almost all been used up. However, and it's also broken and it's pouring all over me. So yeah, however, it's like 30 bucks on Amazon. I got it from the drugstore originally, but it's 30 bucks on Amazon. So your girl's not paying 30 bucks for this. When I was able to cop this from the drugstore, it's basically the same. I don't see any differences, so I'm gonna buy the cheaper version. I normally have a fluffy brush to put this on, like this, but my fluffy brush is in my swimming bag because, so I'm using this, but it's my fluffy brush is in my swimming bag because last week, on Thursday, I went swimming and I was putting on my makeup and I felt very faint, felt nauseous a bit, felt faint, went to go sit down, and there's a lady in the change room with me and she goes, "Are you okay?" Because I rested my head on a changing table and I was like, "Yeah, I just feel like I might faint, but I think I'm gonna be okay." Your girl's not okay because all I remember is waking up on the floor and I had completely passed out. It was actually quite scary, and I tell this to everyone that I've told. It was scary because when I woke up, I don't know if you guys know about the Matrix theory, but like when I woke up, I basically thought I had died and I was waking up in like the Matrix, you know? Like when you die, there's a theory that when you, like, this is a simulation, we're living in a simulation right now, and when you wake up, when you die, you're gonna wake up in this other world and realize that this was just a simulation. And I thought I was waking up outside of the simulation, and I thought when I woke up, I thought when I was waking up that I was in a hospital bed and the woman that saw me fall was a doctor, or, you know. And then I quickly realized, like, after a few seconds, like, oh my gosh, I just fainted. I started crying because I also forgot to mention I woke up naked. I just had a towel around my waist when I fainted. So I was on the floor naked and it was just awful. But yeah, so this is my first time going swimming since then, so I'm a little nervous that I might faint again. Obviously, I think I'll be fine, but you know, there's still that lingering fear that is within me that is like, oh my god, what if I faint? So yeah, anyway, I'm packing up my makeup to bring with me because that translucent powder is completely broken. I'm bringing this one and I don't have to worry about the brush because it's in my swim bag. Oh, that's what I was saying. I took most of my makeup out of my swim bag, but I also left other stuff in it. Like, I left my razor in my swim bag, and I haven't shaved since then, and let me just tell you, like, she's getting a little hairy, and I like to be cleanly shaven. So, yeah. Anyway, that's why I left YorkU. That's what I'm doing today. I'm also cleaning my room. I actually think I'm gonna film that too. I think today I'm just gonna make a bunch of content and just slowly release it every week because I feel really creative today. I don't know why. But yeah, so today I'm going swimming. I'm gonna clean my room. But yeah, that was why I left YorkU. And would I suggest you going to the school? No, I would not suggest going to that school. It's not the greatest unless you know the program is really for you. But also, like, remember that you can always go to the program, and if you realize that it's not for you, you can always leave it and switch majors, and there's no shame in that. When I realized I wanted to drop out, I was not happy. I was crying, and I just kind of felt like a disappointment because I was like, well, I'm gonna be like a college dropout. But that wasn't the instance, because I knew I had a plan. But because I was dropping out of university, I felt like a failure in a way, and a disappointment. And you're not a disappointment, you don't want to do something for the rest of your life that you're not gonna like, or you don't want to pay for something that you know you're gonna not want to do in the future. So yeah, I think that's the takeaway from that too. Yeah, so that's why I left YorkU. Did I mention the commuting is really, yeah, I did. That's why I left YorkU. That's why I fainted at a pool, or how I fainted. And I will see you either later or next time. Also, thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, all that jazz. And I'll see you next time. Peace. This is today's outro song. So subscribe and like, and we'll get along.